Hey guys, welcome back to the channel this evening. So, you know how we load out all of our Vito bags and everything, and one thing that we always end up needing is a flashlight on every single one. And I have a few flashlights, but I've been using them for years. So an Olight reached out to me a few weeks ago and asked me if I wanted to take a look at some of their flashlights. I said absolutely, because I had already been looking at some of their lights to try. So they've also sent me some discount codes and stuff for you guys. I'll have that all in the description. If you guys see something you want to check out or want to go see some of their other lights, that'll be down there for you to check out. But they sent me a handful of their lights and kind of a new one. So we're going to get into these. And on the very small end of these lights, they sent me these incredibly small little lights right here. And these are kind of cool if you just need a quick little light, like on your keychain, on the side of your bag. You know, you don't even want to grab out your whole light. You're checking something in a furnace real fast. Got a little key ring on the back, and there's no on-off button on this one. Literally, when you pull it, it comes on, just like that. And they are bright. But it's got a little pin inside here so that when you pop this back in, it turns off. The minute you pull it out, it turns on, turns off, and goes back in. So they take some little watch-sized batteries. That's the little mini, the Olight Mini. They sent me a couple of those, actually, a little red and a black one. So I'm going to throw them on a couple of Vito bags and just see how they work out. I've actually bought these little disposable flashlight things before to just have on the outside of places. Those look really cool for this. We'll have to see about battery life and everything. The one that really does it for me in the small form factor is this little IR2 or IR2 Pro right here. Also Olight. Everything here that I'm going to show you today is Olight. And this one, what I really like, now you just twist it to turn it on. It's got a nice little light there. Same little key ring here on the back end. But if you turn it open like this, it will pop open, and you see right here, you have a USB-C charging port where you can just plug in your little USB port right here and charge it. Just right in your work truck or whatever, or if you're lighting your Vito bag like I've shown you guys before. See, this will go right back together just like that. Has a little O-ring in there to lock it down, and you're good. But if you've got the little power bank in your Vito bag, as you lit it up like I did on the one video, this will charge off of those power banks or off of whatever you got, and it's USB-C, which is pretty much everywhere these days. So that is kind of a favorite little light of mine so far, playing with these. But I stuck these two actually on my Vito bags and been working with them for the last week or so since they got here. So I wanted to really give them a try. And this is the 5T Plus. Both of these are a 5T Plus. The only difference on the two is the color temperature. This one here is a 4000 to 5000 K. This one's a 57 to 6700 K. So these have a high and a low mode. So if you're turning this on, it'll come on low. If you turn it back off, it'll come back on high. And it has almost a little warm up as it's turning on there. It's just kind of neat. You have this low mode that comes on first so you don't blind yourself if you're up in a tight corner. And then on the second one, it'll gradually just go to full power, and full power is extremely bright. But just a nice little light here. And these actually, if you open this up, these are not a rechargeable light here. And sometimes on my truck, I really like to have lights that take standard types of batteries, and these are just literally AA battery flashlights. So you can shoot them right in there. They're a really lightweight housing. Go right together. Got your tail cap here with an O-ring in it to keep it good in the wet. And you're good again. Has the nice little just button there on the bottom of the light. And my favorite part on these is they actually thought about how we use our lights in the field. And part of that is, you know, you need a belt clip. We have our belt clip here. See how that is? But it's a reversible. See how the outside also goes this way? What's important there, when you're in a basement or in a crawl space and you just don't have that free hand to hold your light, you can go ahead and pop this right on your hat like that. And now you kind of have a makeshift headlamp. And there's low and high. So both of these lights here, very strong clip on there, but both of these lights have those reversible clips. So I really like them for that. Plus this size form factor here is kind of like we used to see with the Maglite back when. They're almost the perfect size for sticking in one of the slots, you know, on the outside of your Vito bag. I've got one on my XD and one on my LC right now. So, and yes, I'm running the XD now. It went to work this week several times. So really nice deal there. But then moving on, there's another one here that has kind of a unique charging method. This one here, just right there, this is the little Baton, the Baton III. Here on the side, you have your little power button, but it's kind of a, you hold it down and it'll get brighter. Like I'll turn it on and I'll hold it down and see it step right up to bright. So this light, so this little Baton III, I mean, this is an extremely bright little light too. But it has 3 different brightness modes, and if you hold down the button after you turn it on, it will step on up to the brighter modes. But what's neat about it is the chargers that, apparently Olight uses these for quite a few lights, and they have a little magnetic deal here on the end of this little deal. USB plug-in, of course, here. But you just take your bottom of your flashlight that just looks like that. It's just almost looks like the bottom of a shell casing. So if you need to imagine it, there you go. But this will just pop on just like that, magnetically, and it's a solid little magnet. Now you can plug it in and actually charge it just like that on your USB. So really nice in your truck. Also has the reversible clip here on the side. So if you want to stick this one on your hat, it's actually the main clip on the back that will go right on your hat. And you have just a real nice, easy little light. And they have the button right on the top, opposite the clip. So when you put it on, you can just have the button right there, ready to use. So, but really like that one too. I kind of have a couple of favorites here at this point, but they're all kind of cool little lights. But I also go camping a lot, so they threw me in kind of an extra little bonus light for camping. So that is all the lights that I think will work with my actual working. I love these little black ones. These are great. The little IR5T Plus for just sticking on the side of my Vito bags, and they just take my AA's, which I carry already for batteries in my meters and stuff. So, yeah. But they sent me this little lantern also for camping, and this one has quite a few little features, really heavy little light. When you turn this thing on, its first setting is just this nice little orange light, and it's all LED, so nice and cool. But you can go ahead and it just, if you turn this spot right here that's almost like a fuel button that you would have had on those old Coleman lanterns, it turns right up and then goes right back down, just like that, and clicks off. So the cool parts are that same magnetic charger actually snaps right to the bottom of this lantern, and it runs right between the feet, so you can leave it sitting while it's charging if you needed to. No problem. But here on the side, if you're using this while you're camping and you know your phone dies all the time, the 2 charging ports for charging this up is you can not only use the magnet on the bottom, you can go ahead and use USB-C or A right here on the side to charge it, but these are 2-direction ports. So if you need to plug in your phone to charge, another flashlight, whatever it is you need outside your tent, this will act as a battery bank also. So kind of a neat little light. I was kind of excited to get that. We go camping a lot with the kids and kayaking and all that. I actually have a little YouTube channel for my fishing and stuff, but that will be really cool in the tent. We went and bought some little Coleman version a while back, and it's not nearly as heavy built, I don't think, as this one, and definitely didn't have the reverse charging. So I was kind of excited to have them throw that in on the deal. But all of these right here, really excited to put them to use on the Vito bags. If you guys have run any Olights, let me know what you think. I know they make quite a few lights, and I've been looking at them for a long time as maybe an option to stick on my bag, so this was kind of exciting. But just remember, down there in the description below, I'll have the links that they've given me to get to the store to get them, as well as their discounts they've got going on. They've got a sale going on this week as well, so if you need a new light for your Vito bag, might be worth checking out. But I'll keep you guys posted on how they hold up on the job sites and everything. You'll know, because if they're still on the Vito bag, they're still holding up. We'll see you guys on the next one.